Yep. Once again, what's happening? You're right back at the scene. Well, the fact that I do what I do, I'm out here in the city, Times Square. Figure this spot right here you call Olive Garden. I mean, one thing for sure, yo. When I do what I do on apps, like on here, on YouTube, TikTok, I can care less how many views I get. I could care less whether if people dislike what I do or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't do it to please people. I show people, but it doesn't mean I gotta please people, because it's not even my thing. You know what I mean? Even though I see that people are starting to like my shorts, videos, or reels that I be doing on YouTube. And on TikTok, I always get views on TikTok. Getting like how many views? It'd be up to 100, maybe past it. Hey, it's just me, because I'm my own kind of person. I'm not like nobody else, you know what I'm saying? Even though I say things that I shouldn't say or don't mean to say. My mouth could be harsh, reckless, out of line, But, that's the kind of person I am. I have my reasons why I be those type of ways, It's a lot of shit to deal with and go through in life. People can still bark on you even if you don't do shit. Or you don't bother people. But if you get out of line with people, they bark on you even more. That's the kind of shit right there. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Fuck it. I mean, it's just, so. You know what they say, like Wesley Snipes said in New Jack City, not a pot to piss in a window. That's what he said in New Jack City, not a pot to piss in no window. So he said in his own words, not a pot to piss in no window. New Jack City being the old school movie. Wesley Snipes played as Nino Brown. Ice-T played as the cop, the detective. So Alan Payne, he played as G Money, Nino Brown's right-hand man or hitman. So, oh yeah. That movie is old school and gangster. Drugs they deal with, which is crack. Let me see. The CMB was a gang in that movie. The CMB stands for the Cash Money Brothers. That's what they were known as, the Cash Money Brothers. That was so old school, from like back in 1991 or something like that. New Jack City. That movie is so old school. But it was a good old school movie. Oh yeah. And any others you could think of. And even though, it took place out here in New York, like out there in Harlem. You figure they'd have projects they call the Carter or something like that. Just like when Wesley Snipes, he did the movie Brooklyn's Finest. And most parts took place in the Van Dyke houses back in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Because I lived in Van Dyke. Like two of the Van Dyke buildings. 345 Livonia Avenue. 361 Livonia Avenue. That's where I used to live at in the Van Dyke houses. 361 Livonia Avenue. I lived with my moms and my stepdad and my little brother back in the days. It was only myself and my moms. We used to live on a 9th floor apartment 9C. And then move into a 2-bedroom apartment on the 13th floor. 13th floor apartment 13F. Uh-huh. You figure the roof of the building, some parts. And then you had the train right there, the 3. The 3 train running in New Lodge Avenue during the daytime, and the number 4 train running in New Lodge during the nighttime. During the daytime, the 4 train only runs to Utica Avenue, so, oh yeah. And among certain other parts of Brooklyn too, like probably Midwood or something, where the, what do you call it, train runs, the B and the Q trains. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Watching that movie, not to mention they just added that movie on the Tubi app as well too. And guess who else they'd have in that movie? This guy, Ethan Hawke. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Would Brooklyn's Finest be even way better than our Training Day? Training Day, Ethan Hawke was in there. He played as the cop. He played as Jake. Uh-huh. And of course, they had the dirty cop that played as Alonzo Harris. That's Denzel Washington. Then you had a dope deal on a wheelchair, which that was Snoop Doggy Dogg. Big Snoop Dogg. Even though, you know, there's a lot of things that Snoop Dogg done did in life that he should not have did, but on the real, even though I don't like you at all, Snoop Dogg, I only hate you because of what you do and the way you act. But on the other hand, Big Snoop Dogg, I still respect you though. No doubt about it. Not good to get over, take advantage of people or for other people. And they had Dr. Dre in there. He played as a dirty cop. Dr. Dre. What's happening, bruh? And they had Terry Crews. Oh yeah. You see Training Day being off the hook, Brooklyn's Finest being off the hook. Yeah, they had Wesley Snipes in that one. And two of the same actors in Training Day was also in Brooklyn's Finest. Ethan Hawke was one of them, and then there was this other dude. Yep. You know, never ever in my life have I traveled anywhere around the world. Never ever. I don't lie about that either. You know, it doesn't make a difference nor matter either, because I don't have to travel nowhere around the world, and I don't need to do that. As far as myself, not having no girlfriend, not having no wife, no lady friend, no spouse, no kids. Honestly, like I said, I mentioned before about that. I don't gotta have any of that either, so do I want to have any of that? At this point, I don't know. Because it's the point of having the right one and not the wrong one that's going to be getting over and taking advantage. You know? That hurts, yo. It hurts deep down inside the mind, but most importantly, deep down inside the heart. It hurts, yo. People getting over and taking advantage of people like myself and others, or for other people, you know. That's just something you don't do. You do not do. Yeah, man. Like I said, Big Snoop Dogg, I still respect you though. But hey, even though I said something harsh, said some harsh things about you, but there were reasons to that. So I do apologize for the harsh things. But you have to understand why people talk harsh about people. Things you do at people. I can't say nothing else. But hey, it's all screwed up in life, you know? Anyway, I'll get back to y'all in a bit.